Do you ever have one of those days or weeks when you literally just don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel creative, you don't feel like writing Facebook ads, you don't feel like writing emails, you don't feel like writing blog posts, you don't really feel like doing seriously anything, you just have no motivation, no inspiration, no drive, no nothing. So I don't know about you, but for me, I totally had several of those weeks, even this year, depending on when you're watching this video obviously, but we all have that time when we just need to get out of that funk and get moving. So how do you actually do that? So how do you get back that motivation? How do you get back your focus? How do you get back your inspiration and even your creativity? Because a lot of the times you do need a lot of those creative juices to be flowing, to get into your work mode, to get into that flow. So in this video I'm going to share with you the strategies that have worked really well for me to get out of that kind of like, not even depression, but just to get out of that funk and get back to moving forward in my business. So if you don't know me, my name is Jelena Ostrovska from JelenaOstrovska.com, and I show young entrepreneurs how to grow a profitable online business while creating a limitless lifestyle and having more fun. So let's get right into it. So I'm recording this video, it is April 30th. So, and just a couple of weeks ago, I mean, actually a couple of days ago, like I had some of those like weeks to where nothing really seems to be working. Like, business is going good and everything, but I just don't have the inspiration to sit down and write something. I have even, you can call it even like a writer's block. And sometimes like it's just like lack of motivation whatsoever. You just sit in front of your computer and you're like, an hour goes by, 2 hours goes by, 3 hours go by, and then really you look at your to-do list and nothing gets done. Okay, so the number one thing that I will tell you this, and that has worked really well for my mindset especially, is you need to ask yourself like a really painful question, is like, what is the alternative? So what is the alternative if I don't take action? Like, what is going to happen in my life if I just keep sitting on my butt and not do anything about my life? Okay, so especially, I don't have a job, but maybe you do, maybe you have a full-time job and you're working on your business as a side hustle right now. You basically may give yourself like a little bit of a negative motivation, which works really well for some people, which is, and you can even say to yourself, well, if I don't do anything right now, then I'm probably going to be stuck at my job forever. And that is painful right there, especially if you hate your boss, especially if you want to get out of there so bad, especially if you want more time freedom, especially if you want more vacation and more, time with your family. I'm sure you want to get out of that job like ASAP. So what is the alternative? So for me, when I answer this question, I'm like, okay, so what is the alternative? Like, if I don't do this, my business is probably not going to be growing and I may need to go back to college. So which I never did go to college, but I may have to like get into debt, and that has always been like my negative motivation when things just weren't really going that well. So, ask yourself, what is the alternative? Like, if you don't take action, nothing is probably going to happen. But if you do take action, you will get a little bit closer to your goals, today and tomorrow and the day after and the month after, and then eventually you will quit that freaking job that you probably hate. Maybe you don't hate, like, I don't know you, but I'm just like giving you some examples. So what is the alternative? Okay, what happens if I don't do it? What happens if I do it? Okay, so ask yourself those questions. So number two, and this one really always helps me, look at your vision. Okay, so where are you going? So a lot of the times people say, well, I got into business because I want to make money. I mean, sure, but you don't make money just to look digits in your bank account. You know what I mean? Like, just seeing numbers in your bank account, like maybe fun for some people. I don't know, like, about you. For me, it's kind of like, just numbers, so whatever. Why do you actually want to make money? Like, do you want to travel more? Do you want to have more options? Do you want to let your spouse quit her job or his job? What do you actually want to do with that money? Because money is just energy, and it's just something, it's just a resource that allows you to have more fun in life. Okay, why is it that you even want to quit your job? Why do you want to make more money? So even bigger, what is your vision? Like, do you want to hit maybe a particular rank, which it kind of is your goal? Like, do you want to hit a particular rank in your company? Do you want to have like, that like X amount of people in your organization, in your team? Maybe you want to like outsource more in your life. Like, that's kind of one of my vision in my life, is like, I want to outsource as many things as humanly possible so I can have more time freedom. What is your vision? What drives? Do you want to speak on stages? Do you want to maybe like you want to speak at a major event within your industry, which I know like like that's kind of like one of my, like a part of my vision, and I know that if I just, you know, don't take any action, I'm probably not going to speak at those kinds of events. So I know that like I need to take massive action to be able to even like go there, you know what I mean? So what is your vision? You may need to put together a vision board, maybe like some screenshot on your phone, maybe something on your computer. So whatever drives you, like, you know, have your goals visually, you know, make sure you see them every single day if that's kind of your main driving force. Okay, so like, what is your vision? Where are you going? Where do you want your business, and where do you see yourself a year from now, maybe 5 years from now, maybe even 10 years from now? So, and how can you get to that vision even sooner than that? Okay, so number 3, and this actually does help me a little bit as well, is just go offline. Okay, take a break. Step aside from your computer, go drink some water, go do some exercise, go for a jog, you know, especially if you have, you know, time, if you maybe like that's the weekend and you just feel like stuck sitting in front of your computer trying to write a Facebook ad or trying to, you know, like get into like some conversations on Facebook. If that's a part of your business model, maybe you're trying to write an email, maybe you're trying to write a blog post, or you're trying to figure out like, you know, what kind of video am I going to be doing, or, you know, like trying to work on a presentation, whatever the case may be. Sometimes all it takes is just go offline for even like for 10-15 minutes. Like honestly, like sometimes like even that little amount of time does really help. Sometimes you just need to like unplug for an hour, but I will say unplugging is probably one of those little things that does make a hell of a difference, because you go out, let's say, you know, you go into, I don't know, like nature, like if you have like a forest next to you or something, but you know, it does make you kind of like more re-energized, and it does kind of boost your creativity a little bit as well, because sometimes sitting in front of the computer for like a couple of hours, maybe like an hour or 2 or 3 hours, especially if you're working on something, it does kind of make you, I don't even know how to explain it, but you know, it kind of like sucks your energy just a little bit, especially if you work on something really, really hard. So sometimes you just need to like take a break, unplug, and get back at it. And I will tell you this, like whenever I do that, it always works amazingly. Go offline for a little bit and see what happens. Maybe that's gonna be your thing, maybe it's not going to be your thing, but for me it has worked really, really well every single time I do that. So, and last but not least, this applies really well if you're building a network marketing business. Honestly, even if you don't build a network marketing business, I will say like it helps you a ton. You need to have some kind of daily routine. You need to have something like either like, you know, I have like a little passion planner behind me. You can probably see that. It's like one of my like, you know, daily planners where I kind of like journal every single thing that I'm doing, like, you know, what is on my to-do list, what I need to do, you know, those kinds of things. So what is your daily method of operation? What are the kind of activities that you are engaged on a daily basis? So if you're in network marketing, you probably are, you're supposed to be talking to people, you're supposed to be building relationships. Maybe you need to be, you know, like doing Facebook lives, maybe like not on a daily basis, maybe like on a weekly basis. Maybe you are writing your email list, maybe you're running traffic, maybe you're doing personal development, maybe you're doing, you know, like weekly presentations or weekly webinars or something like that. Maybe you're doing weekly YouTube lives or YouTube, you know, just like pre-recorded videos. So what is it that you're doing? How does your daily mode of operation looks like? And a lot of the times, sometimes like I have to like redo my personal daily mode of operation, just because sometimes it gets a little bit too busy, a little bit more than I can even squeeze into 24 hours, which actually it's less because we all need sleep, right? Sometimes you just need to even recreate it. Like a lot of the times, all you need to do, like look at your daily mode of operation and then maybe like cut it in half. You know, like remove half of what you are doing, maybe that you should not be doing, maybe hire somebody to help you with that, you know, outsource, delegate, like, you know, the same thing, you know, maybe some things that have to be kind of removed and not even be brought back into your DMO. What are the activities that you are engaged in, and maybe like even recreate your routine completely. There you have it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Really hope it's going to get yourself back into that motivated state of mind to get yourself out of the funk. I know it did. It always helps me every single time I kind of get into that funk mode. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, be sure to like it as well. Leave a comment down below if you have any of the tips that you would like to share that I have not shared in this video. So let me know what helps you. So participate in the conversation down below, whether you're watching this on YouTube or maybe you're watching this on my website at JelenaOstrovska.com. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more trainings like this. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you would like to know like what is my current personal daily mode of operation to grow my business, go over to JelenaOstrovska.com/download and you'll get access to my daily routine. So hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye.